Hey, what's up, guys? Or hey, what's up, nerds? How you guys doing tonight? So I know this is pretty late at night. It's 10:15 here on the East Coast where I'm at, and I was doing a head shave. I'm not gonna be able to do one tomorrow. Typically, I'd do one tomorrow, but I'm not gonna have time tomorrow to do one. So I just got out of the shower, so I was gonna do a head shave tonight, and I thought, you know what? Let's just do it live. Make a head shave. If no one tunes in, no big deal. Had to do a head shave anyway, so I thought, you know what, I'll just throw it up there live. So that's what we're gonna be doing tonight. I'm gonna be using my Maggard Slant. Joshua, what's up? Steve, how's it going? Glad to see you guys on here. But tonight for the head shave, I'm using my Maggard Slant, the MR3 handle, and it's got a brand new feather blade in it. So I'm going to be using that for my head shave. Like I said, I just got out of the shower. So I'm going to be using my conditioner as a pre-shave oil. So yeah, I was going to say, Steve, it's pretty late where you're at. It's you know, you're burning the midnight oil this Saturday night. So you guys excited for your trip to Florida? That's gonna be a blast. I'm sure you guys are really looking forward to that. But man, I am Josh, glad you're having a good night. And Steve, I am jonesing to hear what you get from Maggard razors. I'm excited for you. I'm excited to see what you get and what you use. But tonight, guys, I've been really looking forward to using this soap. It's the Cryogen from Chisled Face, and it's supposed to be super mentholated, so I'm excited to give that a shot. I've used a mentholated soap, the Arctic Orange from MER Shaving, about a week ago. My shaves, I record them and then I schedule them, so I'm just gonna put this right on my head, but and then just lather it straight up from there. But my shaves, I shave every day, either my head or face. Yeah, brain freeze soap. So we'll see what it does. I've been really looking forward to using this. So, but my shaves, I schedule them. I shave, you know, every other day. I do a face shave, then a head shave, and I don't want to put everyone out there. I don't have time to film everyone, and man, that scent is really strong. But as I was saying, that shave I did with the Arctic Orange was probably 2 weeks old, because I just shave them, get the shave, video it, edit it, and then get it scheduled to come out on YouTube. So even though I did a head shave video this morning, I hadn't actually shaved my head this morning. So I'm using the Maggard 26 mil knot. Awesome brush. Steve, just so you know, I don't know when you're, I think you said Monday you're planning on ordering, but I don't know if you were looking at brushes, but Maggard's is releasing their version 2 synthetic brushes. So I'm not sure when they're coming out with those, so if you're looking for a brush, that's an idea, but I'm sure you have stuff already in mind that, you know, you're gonna get. And Josh, the mentholated soaps, I quite enjoy. I've used that Arctic Orange, and man, this one is cold. That Arctic Orange, I didn't feel the menthol till after my first pass, and I rinsed, and then I could feel how cold it was. This is already in the lather. My head is tingling. It is an awesome sensation, but it is cold. Just when I was spreading the soap around, I could feel it already just by rubbing it on there without even lathering. So yeah, it's a really neat sensation. The mentholated soaps, and on my head it's even cooler. Yeah, the CO Bigelow, I've heard that. I haven't tried that, and I have a long hipster quiff haircut. Should I buzz it off? Derek, I don't know what a hipster quiff haircut is, so I'm not going to give you any advice on that, because I don't know what that means. I'll have to look it up, and I can respond to you later. I can message you, but man, I love the shaved head. I've really enjoyed doing it. My hairline was receding, and so I shaved it, and I've loved it. It feels good. I like the way it looks. I came to terms that I was balding, and so I just shaved my head. But Josh, back to the mentholated soaps. I've heard the C.O. Bigelow has a little bit of menthol in it, but this one's supposed to be super mentholated, and it is. The Slant's awesome. I'm loving it on my head. It is way more efficient, way more effective for what I'm using it for, and the feather blade has been awesome in it. So I'm gonna go just a quick, since I've only got about 24 hours of growth, I'm just gonna jump straight in against the grain. And in the winter months, I have not, I started shaving my head maybe in February, so it was still pretty cold here in the Northeast. Yeah, and I would wear a beanie, a cap, to keep my head warm, because my head would start to get really cold during the winter months. So yeah, I would wear a beanie quite a bit, and that would help keep my head warm. And man, this mentholated soap, I would not use it probably in the winter, because it is cold. Feels really cool, but it is cold. And hopefully you guys can see me okay. I'm at Connecticut. And Josh, you said about the feather blades you don't like them. I was with you on the feather blades for my face shaves. I did not like them at all on my face, and I talked to Chris on Another Cut Above, and guys, I was rushing a little bit. My lather's still too dry, so I'm gonna add a little more water in. On these live shaves, I get a little nervous and start rushing and don't take my time and do it like I should, so I feel like I need to hurry through it so people aren't just sitting around watching nothing. But if you guys gotta leave, you know, take off. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. Anyhow, the feather blades, I'm with you. I did not like them on my face at all when I first used them. They were harsh and rough and left me feeling pretty banged up. But on my head, I talked to Chris from Another Cut Above, and he said feathers were his go-to blade for a long time. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give him a shot. And it worked great on my head. But yeah, it not so hot on my face. I know some guys love them and swear by them, but for me, they were not great for my face. So yeah, yeah, Another Cut Above is an awesome channel. There's a lot of really good YouTubers out there doing wet shaving. Kyle from Brown Men Shave, Steve the Suffolk Shaver, Andy the Northern Shaver, JCW, Cincy Shaves, SoCal Shaves. I mean, there are a ton of guys out there that are making really good stuff. Kevy, Paul H, Ken Surfs. I mean, I'm not trying to leave anyone out, I promise. There's just so many out there. But alright, now that we've got a little more moisture in that soap. So you live near Peter. I'm not sure. Is that Shaving with Charky? I recognize the last name. I'm not sure where he's at. But yeah, I'm in Connecticut in the Northeast, stationed up here. And yeah, I'm not sure where Shaving with Charky is. He might be close to me, Steve. I really don't know. Maybe I'll send him a message and see where he's at. Okay, that's working a lot better now that I have a little more moisture into it. For you guys who watched my last one, Steve, I know you were on for my last live one. And I was super nervous and rushing, and I nicked myself. I was bleeding out like crazy right up here on the back of my head, and then I nicked myself behind the ear. So I'm going to try and not have a repeat of that tonight. Should you shave your head? You know what, man? Yes, he lives there. Where are you? I'm stationed at the submarine base up here in Connecticut. It's in the southeastern part of Connecticut, pretty close to the Rhode Island border. But yeah, I nicked myself pretty good, so I'm not going to try and make that same mistake. And hopefully this view works out. I've been trying this new camera angle, and I've liked it so far, but hopefully you guys enjoy it too. And to the guy who asked about shaving his head, you know, in my opinion, if you're balding, there's a certain point you fight it and then you give up the fight. It's not worth the fight anymore. I got to that point and just was like, I told my wife, once it gets to a certain point, I'm just shaving it off. And I did, and haven't looked back, and I've loved it. You have a full head of hair, should you shave it? Well, you know what, man? If you like it, do it. It's hair. Hopefully it will grow back if you don't like it. So I say do it if you like it. If you like the look and like the way it feels, if you've ever done it, or if you just want to give it a shot and you like the way it looks, do it. You know, hopefully if you don't like it, hopefully it'll grow back in for you, but I've really enjoyed shaving my head. I've really enjoyed, even the process of shaving it is kind of therapeutic for me and feels good, so I like everything about it. Yeah, I'll have to, Steve, if you're still on, I'll have to email Peter and see where he's at, and maybe he's in this area. Maybe we can, I don't know, meet up, have him over for a guest star Monday or something one day. Who knows what will happen, but yeah, I'll have to get in touch with him. If you guys haven't tried any mentholated soaps, I would recommend giving them a shot. They feel really cool. They feel really neat on your head. And I got a little bit of irritation right over here, so I nicked that little ingrown hair, little shave bump. So I was expecting that. If you do shave your head, to the guys who were asking earlier about shaving their head, if you do, you know, take a picture, send it, put it out so people can see it. I'd love to see, you know, before, after, especially if you have a full head of hair. But man, this soap is cold. For those who might have came in late, I'm using the Cryogen by Chisled Face, and it is super cold. Yeah, it is cold. Always shave it for charity. Yeah, that's a good point. You can't always shave them for charity. Josh, I didn't know you used to shave your head. I didn't know that was a thing you did. I've seen you comment quite a bit on CD Shaving Murphy's videos. I've never heard you mention about shaving your head before. I might do St. Baldrick's in March. Cincy Shaves, what's up, man? Glad to see you on here. Thanks for tuning in on a Saturday night. That's cool, Josh. That's You know, my wife hasn't shaved my head yet. I don't know if she would feel brave enough to, maybe if it was a cartridge razor, she might feel brave enough to get back there and shave it, but I don't know if she would with a safety razor. Cynthia, I really enjoyed your Maggard Progress video. That is the next razor I would like to buy, is the Progress. I've heard they're great face and head shavers. Just a good all-around handle. So that is next on my list. That's what I would like to save my money and get. Oh, what do you use, Josh? Are you a cartridge guy? Yeah, bearded dog. Yeah, I've heard it's really smooth. Sorry guys, I'm trying to keep up with the comments, and shaving the back of my head, I look down to kind of pull the skin tight, so it's hard to keep up with everything. So if I miss a comment, I apologize. Yeah, I think if I taught my wife how to use the safety razor, I think could be quite an enjoyable experience, but I don't know, you know, just handing it to her and saying, here you go honey, cut my hair, I don't think I would be ready for that. I don't think she would dig that either. But so for the guys who kind of came a little later, who don't know what I'm using, just a real quick rundown. I got my Maggard Slant with the MR3 handle on it with a brand new feather blade. Brand new feather blade in there. And let me rinse my head real quick. Whew, that is cold. Wow. I'm using the Chisled Face Cryogen soap. The Cryogen, the heavy mentholated soap. I mean, it has no scent to it other than menthol. That's the only thing you smell. It smells like Vicks Vapor Rub, and man, it is cold. When I rinsed my head, that's a shock. It is super cold. So just gonna lather up and do a touch-up pass here. But yeah, Cynthia, I've heard those are super smooth, really good razors. So I'd like to get one of those. Kyle from Brown Man Shaves. I don't know if any of you guys know who he is or have seen his videos. If not, check him out. But I emailed him, emailed back and forth with him a little bit, and I asked him, if you had to go down to one razor, what would it be? And he said the Maggard Progress. And I said, okay, what if you could choose one for face shaves, one for head shaves? And then he said Slant, his icon Slant for his head shaves. This is before he had a gem. I know he's been digging his gems lately, the single edge. But he said, you know, he would choose his icon Slant for head shaves, but if he had to only take one, it would be his Maggard Progress for head and face shaves. So just doing a little touch-up work here. And these feathers are with this slant are really good on my head. Like I said, I don't dig them too much on my face, but on my head they work well. Yeah, Josh, doing a... Hey, thanks for tuning in. You know, you just... I could see keeping the Progress over any other, even though I've only used it once. Yeah, they say it's awesome. They say it's a awesome razor. My buddy from work, if you watched my guest star Monday, he bought the Progress and he used it for his first, you know, double-edged safety razor head shave, and he loved it. He's really liking it. So anyhow, hold on, give me 1 sec. Let me clean up the back real fast. I can't Can't really look up and do this at the same time. I'm not that good yet. Yeah, this chiseled face Cryogen is super slick. It's performing well. Feels good. My head feels smooth and yeah, right? Tell them, yeah, we talked about that a little earlier. Some guys were asking if they should shave their head, and once you get to a certain point, you just gotta quit fighting it and just shave it off. Everybody knows when you're trying to fight it, you can't make it look good. It doesn't look good. Just shave it off, go clean, go smooth, and it looks a lot better. But Josh, if you're still on, just jump in and give it a shot with your safety razor. I don't know what you have, what you use for your face, but just jump right in and give it a go. Just take it slow and easy, and that's, you know, what I did, and it's worked out well. I love it. Whew, that is close right there. That scared me a little bit. That pass just scared me a little bit. Yep, I knew it. I could feel it. It just opened me, it just nicked it just a little bit right up there. So, dang guys, rarely do I nick myself on my regular shaves. As soon as I go live, it's like I freak myself out and can't handle it, and then I start nicking myself. This soap has a lot of good slickness to it. And if you haven't tried a menthol soap and you're interested in it, this is Baptism by Fire by Menthol Soaps. It is super mentholated, so if you want to give one a shot, this would be it to get just right down into it. But let's see, I think I'm almost done. Gillette, fat wide. Okay, so you're using quite a few of the vintage blades out there, and if I noticed one of the posts disappeared. The posts come up and then they fade away on my screen, so I wasn't able to catch some of them. And yes, they are smoother in my opinion. They give a much better shave and they stay smoother longer. They stay a closer shave longer, without a doubt. And they're way cheaper than how quick the cartridges would dole out and how often you have to replace them. But they are super, your head stays a lot smoother, a lot longer. And Bearded Dog, a slant, you know, I was nervous about that too. My first razor I used was the Maggard Future, which is a very aggressive razor, and that's what I would shave my head with before I got the slant. And as long as you are gentle and careful with it, the only times I cut myself is on these stinking live videos. So maybe that adds a little more suspense for you guys, a little more entertainment value for you guys. But even with this feather blade paired in here, when it is a very smooth, efficient, it's very efficient, way more efficient than the Future was. So it is aggressive, but it feels good. And you know, on these live shaves I rush a little bit. I get a little nervous, a little amped up, and so I'm rushing a little bit. But wow, that's a good shave. Wow, there's a little bit right there. We go. Every day I've tried that, Josh, every day, and maybe it's because I'm thinning. My hair's thinning out, and I'll answer your question, Hose Cow Construction. I couldn't read your name all the way, but I'll answer your question just a sec. I'm thinning out pretty good up top, but the sides of my head and stuff are still full. It's not, I'm not losing any hair back here. Just up front here I was starting to lose some hair. And so that's what made me decide to shave it, is because it was fading back. And so, man, where was I going with that? Oh, every day, the everyday shave. The back of my neck and the back of my head would get pretty irritated when I tried to do it every day. Even if I did it, you know, 2-3 days in a row, I'd get pretty bad irritation. And so, hold on real quick, guys, sorry. Oh man, that is cold. But I get pretty bad irritation, and so Peter Boyle look. Thanks. I'm glad you think the bald look suits me. I like it, and even if I didn't, my hair was making me have to accept it either. Anyways, yeah, it's not about speed, it's about enjoyment. You're right, Steve. And on these videos, on these live ones, I enjoy it. I'm having fun. I really enjoy it. I love going back and forth with you guys. But I get nervous and kind of antsy a little bit when I'm on them. But I'm trying to, I want to keep doing them so I get better and better at them. But still a ton of lather down in there. But I'm going to forego the Kevy Shaves head wash just so I'm not bent over the sink rinsing my head, you know, for the next couple of minutes. But I get a ton of irritation. So, to the guy who asked about cartridge razors, that's what I first started shaving my head with, and you know, it worked. They definitely will shave it down, and they were faster, but they did not give you as close or as smooth as a shave. I mean, this is super smooth right now. That feels really good. And the cartridges are way expensive, you know, to use the nicer cartridges. And alright, I'm just gonna put on a little Humphreys witch hazel while we're talking. To use the cartridges were way expensive, and so a buddy of mine at work had said, hey, he used them on his face, not his head. He's like, but you should look into safety razors. They're way cheaper, the blades are way cheaper, and they give a really good shave. So I thought, you know what, I'll give it a try. So I researched them, got the Future, and man, this hobby just took off. It's awesome. I've been taking my soaps into work and letting guys pass them around and use them, even if they're not wet shave or safety razor or single edge, straight edge razor, just with their cartridges. They love using the soaps, and you know, it's a really fun hobby. So to the guy who asked about cartridges, yes, I would recommend double edge, single edge, you know, safety razors over a cartridge any day of the week for head shaves. And Josh, I saw your post about you have hair on the sides of your head, none on top. At this point, now that I've gone bald and it's just kind of fading anyways, I would be okay if I lost all my hair up here just so it made it an easier shave. Like I'm not trying to hold on to any hair anymore. Like, I've come to terms with it. I made amends with it probably 3 or 4 years ago. You know, the writing was on the wall. I could see it fading and knew it was going to happen. So I thought, once it gets to a certain point, I'm just taking it off. And so thanks for that comment, man. We don't need those. But anyhow, sorry, threw me off my game. I'm ready for it to be gone, because then it just makes it a quicker, easier shave. But your father-in-law using cartridges, man, we gotta convert him over. And you too, Josh, we gotta get you using a safety razor. It's awesome. It feels great. Yeah, I love being bald too. It feels so good. Sometimes I'll just, at work or even at home, after I shave, I'll just, yeah, trolls, they're awesome. I'll just be sitting here after a good shave and just rubbing my head, and just like my kids, my 5-year-old will come over and just rub my head. Yeah, I agree, Cincy. Josh, do a video. If you do a shave, you know, if you shave your head, make a video, put it out there. I'd I'd love to see it. I'd love to check out how you do it. Hopefully I'd learn something from you. Like I say in a lot of my videos, I'm just an amateur, just a dude who likes to shave doing these videos. That's it. I'm not trained. I'm not a professional by any stretch of the imagination. So watching you guys, watching all the guys out there has taught me a lot of stuff, and I try to watch, you know, how you hold your hand and the angle and the different techniques you guys do. And so I learn a lot from it, you know, and so I really appreciate it. So anyone who's willing, yeah, Hose Cow Construction, yeah, make a video. And a bunch of stuff is awesome. Using all the different soaps and different things, it's fun. It's such a fun hobby. But yeah, you guys, make a video. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up talking, so whenever you guys want to go, you know, you can tell me bye and we can be done, or we can sit here and talk for a little bit, talk shaving. So it's fun. I love it. It's a good shave. Like I said, if you guys watched, when I went right here, I knew it was close, and I got myself a little bit right there. But yeah, Josh, please make a video, show us, do a shave den tour, show us what you got, then do a head shave with it. You know, and like Steve said earlier, it's all about the enjoyment. Yeah, everybody loves a good shave den tour. You know, since I haven't, I don't even have one. What I think I'm gonna do is take my alum, because this little spot is still just kind of leaking. I've never used a dipstick. Typically, I've only nicked myself one time right up here in my last head shave, where it bled quite a bit, and I just put some you know, toilet paper on there and it cleaned it up. But I'm going to take just the corner of my alum block and kind of touch it on there to see if it can help seal it up, because I've never nicked myself bad enough. Walmart, $2. I'll check them out. Monday I'll head over there and get one. Whew, that is spicy. Yes, that is warm. But whenever I've nicked myself before, whenever I do my cold wash and then do the alum block, it always seals it up. So I've never had myself too bad. One time up there during my last live one, I had to slap some toilet paper on it, and now this spot, and this one wasn't very deep, it's just keeps weeping out a little bit. So just do a little alum right there, and hopefully that seals it up. But yeah, a good shave den tour is always fun. I don't have enough stuff to really show off yet for a shave den tour. I've got my Maggard stuff that I have a Maggard video out of, and then my West Coast shaving sample stuff that I did a video of, and that's what I got. So Clubman Panade, I've heard a lot of good things about it, haven't tried it yet. I'll need to get my hands on some of that. There's so much stuff that I'd love to try, that I'd like to get my hands on and give a shot. But hopefully you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but that alum closed it up. And that chiseled face Cryogen, I mean, it was cold, but it also gave good slickness. Aqua Velva Musk, yeah. Gave good slickness, and felt good. I really liked that chiseled face soap. That felt really good. Good slickness, good post-shave feel right now, and the alum closed that up nice. So, but yeah, Josh, hopefully you do a video. I'd love to see one. And what was the guy's name? SoCal Construction, something construction. If you do a video, please post it. I'd love to see. And but guys, that's all I got for tonight. So if you got any more questions, please shoot them in real quick. We can talk a little bit about whatever you want to talk about. But I don't want to keep you guys up too late on a Saturday night just to see a bald dude standing talking to his phone right now. So Let me know if you got any more questions. If not, thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. I know this was spur of the moment. Just decided to do it live. It's Saturday Night Live head shave. So just decided to get at it, and I was gonna do a head shave anyways. Thought I'd do it live. I keep checking that spot, but it's sealed up nice. So Cincy, I'm gonna go check out a Styptic pencil, and hopefully I'll get a progress soon, and I'll be able to do a review of that. And Josh, I'd love to see a video. Everybody, have a good night. We'll talk to you later. Steve, have fun in Florida. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.